Lawsuit, first reported by CBS11, compares riding with Uber to getting inside a cage with a tiger. That lawsuit was filed against Uber and one of its drivers, accusing a man there who drives for Uber of raping a woman from Fort Worth. And our JD Miles is live in Dallas tonight, sharing some of the concerns raised in this lawsuit.
Kaylee, this lawsuit comes down to a question. Would you get into a car with a stranger accused of beating a teenager, stalking a woman, and taking anger management classes? An elderly woman who did claims Uber didn't do enough to protect her when she was attacked.
It was like locking her into a cage with a hungry tiger at the zoo.
That's what Dallas attorney Quentin Brogdon compares his client's Uber ride to, with driver Hashim Razanpour.
My client got into the Uber alone to go home. She had been visiting a friend. Instead of taking her home, he took her to the wooded, secluded area. He jumped on top of her. He ripped her clothes.
Brogdon says his 77-year-old female client was raped by the driver, and Fort Worth police collected enough evidence to charge Razanpour before he jumped bail a few weeks ago and fled to his native country, Iran.
She would not have had to have been beaten and raped if Uber had taken some basic common sense steps at square one. She never should have been paired with this driver alone.
The lawsuit is the latest of several around the country that accuse the world's largest ride-sharing service of putting profit above public safety. At the time of the accusation against Razanpour, he was awaiting trial for beating his 16-year-old daughter. Still, Uber's background checks did not trigger a red flag, and the 40-year-old was still driving passengers, unaware of his family violence charge.
That case was still pending. He was taking anger management classes at the time, but he hadn't completed them.
The lawsuit argues that Uber doesn't update its background checks often enough, and a new state law prohibits cities from imposing more scrutiny of drivers.
How much safety are we willing to give up for convenience? And that's what's at issue here.
Uber released a statement to us. It says what has been described and reported to police is a violent act no person should ever have to go through. We are working with law enforcement officials to fully support their investigation. Fort Worth police have charged Razanpour with sexual assault, but again, he is still on the run. Live in Dallas, JD Miles, CBS 11 News.